Alright, a little bit of Grim Dawn gameplay here. Pyromancer, level 43 as you can see at the bottom here, hardcore. So you might see me die, you never know. I tend to rip at roughly this part of the game since I'm not good at it and I've only really played softcore. But the Pyromancer build is very entertaining, it's scary, very spiky on the life. Sometimes I look at that bar and it's just kind of missing. But really great damage output and really great AoE, so hopefully we can use a little bit of that. Just running a little side dungeon here. Looking for some ashes, I think, in here. This would be for the Necromancer faction quests. As you can see, they are in combat with the Chosen here. Spoiler alert, the Chosen are dicks. Don't mind watching them die in a fire. They're the sort of folks that want to stop by your house while you're trying to play video games and offer you some flyers on their Prophet, Korvac, Kaiman, whatever. A lot of lore in this game, very easy to get confused. So I'm currently running this character around with a two-handed weapon. Once again, I should really emphasize, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sort of one of those, I guess you'd call it like a, 900-hour casual where I've spent like 900 hours in the game, but to no avail and really still don't know anything about it. Honestly though, Grim Dawn is, it's just absolutely the most impressive ARPG on the market, in my opinion. Probably not kidding when I say I've spent about 900 hours in. I haven't checked any time recently, but it's just so replayable and entertaining and well crafted. I spend a ridiculous amount of time. The co-op experience is a lot of fun too. Spend a lot of time playing with my friends as well in this game. Characters synergize really well. There's a lot of aura abilities and stuff like that that can sort of pass over to other characters, stuff like this. Like I've got this never mind, I'm lying. I don't actually have any abilities that would aura to other characters. But it is a big feature of the game. Even some of the pets that you can summon, and I will say that as well, summoning gameplay is one of my favorite things. And this game absolutely has it down. It's probably the best Necromancer class that I've seen in an ARPG. The way that the game works in general, if you don't know, is you generally pick an initial class and then you add a second class at level 10 and you've got both their skill trees. You combine the two. When you combine them, you get a unique name. Of course, I've got the Demolitionist and the Occultist. I turn into a Pyromancer. Which I was playing in softcore with a buddy and finding it absolutely entertaining. I mean, games where you play a Pyromancer and you got little crappy flame bolts or something, they're not for me. If I'm playing a Pyromancer, I want the world to burn and to look very uncomfortable while it's doing it, and this game supplies that feel. You'll see on my rotation here, I'm using from my Occultist tree, I'm using the Curse of Frailty here, which is giving a significant debuff to the opponent's speed, which is nice because they spend a lot more time waiting around in my little napalm puddle. But at the same time, I also have it enhanced to also debuff their elemental resistance, so, the hot feet are hotter and they spend more time in it. All good things. Scorching. Those are keywords that I like to see. Now this is one of the things that I would argue makes me a little bit crap at keeping my characters alive. You see these things here like a monster shrine. I desperately want to click on that, but this is a dangerous domain. Monsters are quick. That means that they're going to be even harder for me to kite and get away from. If I run into trouble. Now, most of those things are probably fine for me, but at this juncture, if I end up in trouble and I need to pull back, get away, get some space, I might end up just eating one because I can't do that. And you see here my potions are in cooldown as well. I should probably back off just a bit. Use your fire, you know, tools at your command kind of thing. That guy has a similar gun to me, but he does not have napalm. That's his primary weakness. I have run this dungeon numerous times in softcore and a couple times in hardcore now. It's usually roughly at this point in the game that I lose attention and a salvo of gunfire or something kicks my ass. I'm sort of, the way the game works, much like your traditional ARPGs, you know, I'm on the veteran playthrough right now, and when I complete this, I'll unlock the elite playthrough and then the ultimate playthrough after that. Game has a ton of content. Add-on, the expansions are great as well, so there's a lot to do. So, you know, a lot of time on softcore, you just rush as quickly as you can through the main campaign to unlock that second, you know, second difficulty and so on and so forth up until you hit ultimate difficulty. There's sort of a escalating loot table as you go through the difficulties. So once again, I've got some allies down here fighting alongside. We'll bring the close pyromancy support. Let's back off, let the fire do the work. It's one of those things that I'm, as I say, I haven't played a lot on hardcore. I do have a melee character. It's actually the first hardcore character I made, sort of a blade bursty character. And then I wussed out right before I got to the game's first major boss, because melee is scary when you've only got one life to live. I also have a really shit fast movement speed, fast movement ability as well. This little sort of disengage, which is a little bit less convenient than having something that directs to your mouse cursor. Means I often just go flailing into crap that I really didn't want to get closer to. This is going fairly well. The sound of sizzling cultists here. Oh, there's a level. Nice. Alright, and I'll generally do those right away. Yeah, so basically you've got these trees here. You're unlocking 3 points. That'll go down as our levels get higher. As you can see here, this is what I was talking about. The Curse of Frailty. Move speed down. LE resist down. Very handy. I have been stacking this up because I am thinking of unleashing this Hellhound, but I'd like to get access to a couple of his abilities so that when I first dump points into it, I can sort of unlock a little bit of strength with him right away. So I'm probably going to just open this up here, Ember Claw, and then possibly just slap that down. And at this point, he's just not going to, you know, he's got virtually no points in him. So he's not really going to do much other than distract the enemy, but that definitely has a certain amount of value to me. So we can pop him out now and pick up some lore XP here. This game has an absolute fuck ton of lore. They really went whole hog writing this one. And it's a very cool world. As you can see, it's very sort of grimdark. It's not necessarily great. And yeah, they just absolutely outdid themselves. When I found out that this game was basically made by a team of a dude and a few of his friends, formerly employed at, what are they called? Iron Lore, I think. The guys who made, that might be totally wrong, but the guys who made Titan Quest, obviously you can tell this is the same engine. But Wormclaw is a good artifact for that Hellhound that I just got. But yeah, he sort of bought the rights to the engine or received the rights somehow and started crafting this game. And I have to say that it is absolutely outstanding. And, you know, basically right up there in one of my favorite games of all time. It kind of shows that, you know, and part of that is potentially just from the ideological standpoint that it is just a massive content-rich game with no microtransactions. You pay your money, you get a game, it's amazing, and you can get hundreds of hours of gameplay out of it. I love that, and I wish there was more of it in the market. This door here, it leads to the dickhead that we are going to have to defeat to get our little quest option here. And he's kind of a jerk. Particularly to soft, squishy casters like me. I'm just going to try to burn him and sort of keep a Hellhound for him to have fun with. Because as you can see, that's actually working out real well for me. Just sort of keeping him lit up. But I do want to react pretty quickly if he decides to come over here and play with me instead. Okay, Hellhound is doing... Oh, yep, just like that. Hellhound is doing a hell of a job here. That, no pun intended. Alright, look at that. That was straightforward. Nice job. Nice job, Hellhound. And actually, let's set him to aggressive there, just so he'll be a little bit more adventurous in terms of closing on opponents. Now, we have... Wait, did I get the... Yes, I did. Okay. I got the ashes that I need. Now, okay, so here is the obvious exit of the dungeon, but we are not going that way. Because, and this is actually interesting, I must have run through this place, you know, 20, 30 times. And then my buddy I was running through co-op just kind of pointed that out. Huh, what's that? Hidden secret. And this is the amazing thing about this game. There is so much to find, so many little places to explore that you didn't even know they were there, no matter how many times you play through. And I'm going to go down here and see if I can get myself killed. But that's going to do it for this random chunk of gameplay. Thanks for watching.